So today I want to talk about potential because I think everybody has potential to become better than they are right now. Everybody has the potential to become great. Everybody has the potential to become successful. That is my belief, and I stand on that. And I think many of us are not making use of the potential that is deep down inside of us. And I want to just strike a nerve with you right now. Because you are not making use of your potential, your kids will suffer the consequences because you did not make use of your potential. Because you're not making use of your potential, generations after you are going to suffer the consequences. And if you're a selfish person, then you could disregard everything that I'm saying. But how much longer are you going to sit on the potential you've been given? Probably you have a business idea that you want to, start. But because you feel like you do not have the potential, you don't start that business idea. Now, I want to talk about a story. I don't know if you guys ever heard about the story of Gideon in the Bible. If you remember Gideon, based on the story, I can't remember what book it was in the Bible. But if you remember Gideon came from the leastest family. I don't know if I said that correct, that word. The least family amongst all the tribes. The poorest. They didn't have it all. But when the angel came to Gideon, Gideon did not know who he was. Gideon didn't understand the potential inside of him to defeat thousands of men. But when the angel came to Gideon, the angel told Gideon, "You are a mighty man of valor." If someone comes to you today and tells you that you are more than you are, please believe that. Because you have so much hidden potential inside of you. And if you tap into that potential that is inside of you, you literally can change generations coming up after you. And this goes for the people who looking to change those generations, who looking for your legacy to live on further than just you. Because I don't think we realize that God does not think in terms of just us as an individual. He thinks in terms of generations, and he did this with the children of Israel. He thought in terms of generations after them. This is why the older set of Israelites could not go into the promised land. He left them there to die in a desert. And then he brought the new ones into the promised land because he was thinking in terms of the generations that will come afterwards. He needed these people's mind to be transformed, renewed. He needed their mindset to be different than the ones who were there in the desert for those 40 years who he couldn't change their mind. He needed their mindset to be different. Let's get back to Gideon. If you knew the potential that was inside of you, when the angel came to Gideon and told him that he's a mighty man of valor, Gideon could not believe it. He could not believe that he was a mighty man of valor. And this is when you don't understand the potential that you have inside of you. You don't believe when people come and tell you that you are more than what you are right now. And there are some people who see it inside of you, but they would never tell you because they don't want that version of you to be birthed. But today, I'm here to tell you that you are more than what you are right now. You are more than your situation. Do not let your situation define where you are heading. I attended a conference that was last week, Thursday, on Talks. And there was a speaker by the name of Ray Lewis. He's an ex-football player. And he said, never let your situation determine where you are going in life. Don't allow your situation to determine where you are headed in life. You are more than where you are right now. And if you would only understand who you are in God, this is why it's so important, or whatever you claim to be grounded in. It's good to be grounded in something because then you would know who you are. When you understand who you are, you know the potential that you possess inside of you. The other day I read a scripture that said, the Spirit of God dwells in us, and he's always in the midst of us. If the Spirit of God dwells in us, that means we possess some of the characteristics that God possessed. Not saying that we are the Almighty, but we do possess some of those characteristics. And if you think of God to be great, then you should think of yourself to be great as well. And you know, some people may disagree with me because of their Christianity, because of their religion. And that's because a lot of them don't read the Bible to understand it properly. They just go based on what the pastor tell them. But that's another topic for another day. But I want you to know that the potential that is inside of you is so great. And today I pray that you see that potential inside of you and you start to make use of that potential. Because when you don't make use of it, somebody else will make use of it for you. Have a great day.